Hello guys, it's Glurmit here and welcome back to the channel. Today is another episode of the free-to-play series. We're now on episode 9 and the support is better than ever, especially considering the series took a little bit of a break. We've come back, obviously the views are lower, that's understandable, but the support is the same nonetheless. You guys have crushed the like goal and that's why this episode is coming early. That means this week we'll have 2 episodes, guys. The next one will come out on Friday. As you know, guys, we love free-to-play Fridays over here. So guys, this week we've made some pretty good progress. In fact, just half the week and we're already at like 2 hours worth of footage for me to go through. I didn't actually include it all this time, not because I wanted to save it for the next one, but it's more a case of just filtering out the unnecessary stuff, because basically what I do, guys, is 99% of the stuff I do on this account I will record on my phone, and then if I have a chance I record some on my PC because it comes at better quality. But yeah, I'm basically always recording footage. I'm surprised my phone hasn't run out of space at the moment, but we move on. So guys, today's episode is going to have a little bit of Conquest gameplay. We are now in the final sector. I haven't done any refreshes, or if I have, it's been like one. There we go, guys, I did one just there, just to fool you around. So yeah, we've done one refresh throughout the whole of Conquest so far. We're in the final sector and we are en route to max, not max crate, but at least to beat the final boss, and that will ensure we can do normal mode Conquest very soon. And as sooner we can do that, the sooner we can start working on Conquest characters. Now guys, you might be thinking, well Glurmit, how are you going to be getting Conquest characters? You're still very early game, you're not in hard mode, which is where they're accessible. Well guys, if you think about it this way, every Conquest you can obviously buy the shards, right? And if you think you can buy 4 to 5 characters worth of shards each time, so you're getting 5 shards each time, you're getting what, 20 to 25 shards depending on who you're farming per Conquest. Now let's say they're in the store for 6 months, 9 months, whatever it is. It's normally just under 12 months, right? Because as soon as they go into Proving Grounds, they're going to be out of the store. That means you could more or less within a year, if you decide to it, you could take a character from 0 to 330. So basically guys, my decision with the free-to-play now is if there is a character command Conquest, and there's not one at the moment that we would be able to finish in time. Like, we could start Darkside Ray, but there's no real benefit to me because we don't have Kylo, we won't have Kylo. Ezra is about to move, so there's no point going for him. And then we think Jocasta Nu, well, she could be a good one to go for, but we're not going to be able to finish her in the year. And after the year's time, I don't really think it's worth it, guys, just purely based on the fact that the raid's probably changed by then, and then the value of going for her isn't as good. So if there's a character who comes out in the near future who's just very good, or has a very good team that we are planning on farming within that year, or as the year comes to an end, we are going to be passively farming them throughout the remainder of the year, just through buying their shards. Now, okay, it will take a while, but obviously during this we're still going to be getting shards normally. I've made some really good progress on the fleets today, guys, like really good progress. If you're wondering what we've done, we now have Malevolence unlocked. Unfortunately, it is not usable at the moment. I don't have the ship materials. I really want to get my Empire fleet kind of rounded out before I start working on the next fleet, just because in Grand Arena, and you guys will see it in this week's live streams, I'm going to be doing them on, well, when I do the main account, I'm also going to be doing the free-to-play account as well on live streams, just to show you guys how we do look at the Grand Arena and approach it. I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now, my mods are well and above everyone else in my bracket, and I'll show you guys this on the screen. But when it comes to the characters, yeah, we're up against our first Galactic Legends. So yeah, one of my opponents, the one I'm facing today, has JMK at RELICS, and they have like a Gear 11 SLKR. So when it comes to stuff like this, we are going to be struggling a bunch. There is no way around it. And when it comes to that, we need to make sure that we can at least clear an offense, if possible, and we can at least clear the fleets. Because I've had a couple Grand Arenas in the past where I've managed to get through the character zones, and they haven't actually cleared me, because in the low ranks of Grand Arena, guys, they're down there for a reason. They either don't play, or they're coming back from a break, or they just aren't very good at the game, right? Or they're a small account. It's one of those 4 reasons. And when you face someone who's not great at the game, and they struggle to clear your side, even though you're like 700k GP, 600k GP, you name it, and you get to the fleets and you suck because they have really good fleets, there's not really a lot you can do. And whilst I have Malevolence, and Malevolence is a fantastic fleet, even at 5 stars, the Empire fleet is also very good. And the Empire fleet is also almost 7-star, so I kind of feel like I should just finish rounding that out, and then I'll start working on the other fleet. The other problem we got here, guys, is I am under a extreme training droid crunch. I just can't do anything. I can't level up characters at the moment. So yeah, even though we've got Grievous unlocked, even though we've got the Geos unlocked, we just can't get them to high enough gear because we can't level them up, which is a little bit of a problem. So yeah, we're just going to focus on the Empire fleet a little bit more. I have a couple of abilities I want to continue leveling up. We're going for the unique ability, or the leadership ability on the fleet, Executrix fleet that is. We're going to go for the special, the ultimate, and then we're also going to go for the first special, which is the one that gives you offense up, armor penetration, you name it, and turn meter. So we want to be getting that unlocked. That's going to make that fleet a lot more serviceable. Now guys, another thing we've been doing is this week I've really sat down and I've tried to think, what can we do with our teams? You'll see we've now got another relic, guys. We actually managed to get Quebec to relic this week. I said in the last episode he was literally like one piece away. Well, we finally did it. It does now mean in 3v3 Grand Arena we can now successfully run a datacron on the team, which we will be doing. It's going to increase our chances of winning and getting those lovely holds on defense, because opponents are not going to be able to cope with it. Now guys, I'll be honest, I did contemplate going for the focused Jedi-cron, the Hermit Yoda one, and at least taking it to a high enough level to get the foresight bonus, because that would make this team a menace in the low regions of Grand Arena. However, I kind of came to the conclusion that it was just very expensive to invest in at the moment, especially as we can't farm datacron materials outside of the Shard Shop store, and we don't really have much Shard Shop currency. So that is kind of where we're sitting at that. Now in terms of other characters we have, guys, we have now taken Ahsoka to gear 11. She's one piece from gear 12. There is the Malevolence upgrade. There is the Grievous unlock, which is awesome. We will get that fleet up and running very, very soon. And yeah, we're just making some really, really nice progress at the moment. Now guys, I'll give you the full account changes in the next episode, so the main episode of each week, like I did last week, where I go over the mod changes, the relic changes, all of that. However, I do want to talk a little bit about what I've been farming this week. So guys, we've been farming the clone troopers for Tarkin. I did say we was going to do this for the raid, and honestly, it is an amazing team. So we've now taken Disguised Clone Trooper. He is 30 out of 65 on his way to 5 stars. Scorch is still 3 stars. He is Omicron and Zated, but that has no change since last time. Apo is now sitting at 47 out of 65. And then CX2 is 25 out of 30. And basically what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm doing 3 refreshes. So I'm doing the standard 5 battles for Apo, and then I'm doing 2 additional refreshes. So basically 3 attempts. For Apo, I'm getting like 6 to 7 shards a day, which is really, really nice there. We're then doing, if we can afford it, 1 Cantina refresh for Disguised Clone Trooper. Even without that, we're still getting around about 5 to 7 shards a day, which is very nice there. We are then using 100 energy, should I say, on Bosk to start farming bounty hunters. And then we're doing 1 refresh, so 1 standard attempt and 1 refresh on Houndstooth, just to get all of that moving along. And then once that's all kind of going along, we should be in a good position. If we do the web store and we get some energy through the Kessel run, I use whatever's left on CX2. So we're not going to get many shards of him, but basically I'm prioritizing 1 hard node new farm and then doing the old ones along the side, just so we can keep the progress coming along. Now in terms of the fleet farms, we are mainly putting our energy at the moment into Iden's ship. Once it's unlocked, we will probably postpone that, and then we are going to move from that to doing a Dengar's ship. And the reason for that, guys, is I want to have the best possible executor lineup as soon as we unlock it, because that's going to lock us in to the #1 space for the remainder of the series, is what I hope. So that's kind of where we're going with the ship energy. In terms of mod energy, guys, I'm not gonna lie, most of it is going on speed mods. In fact, I think I've exclusively farmed speed mods now for like a month or so. I do occasionally do one day where I mix it up, like for example today, this morning, I actually did some offense mods, but we're just doing speed, because early game speed mods are going to make the biggest difference. Obviously, I understand you need a good defined mod roster, but at the same time, guys, speed is king in the early game. There is no question about it. Obviously, we've done the new marquee events. I probably will take the pirates just to low gear, like gear 7. Reason being, guys, we can run them with Hondo, And if we ever decide to apply Hondo Omicron, I mean, there are way more important ones to be applying, but if we ever go down that route, you never know, it could throw people off. The good thing about Grand Arena when you're outside of Kaiba, guys, is new content at low gear just screws with your opponent, because they don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to get around with it, and it is awesome. So guys, now we've moved on from talking about what we've done, and we've got some footage of the Night Sister Assault battle. As you can see here, guys, we're using Great Mothers. Everyone is low gear apart from Merrin and Great Mothers. Once we've got some gear on them, guys, and a couple more levels, we will be able to do this mission. You can see it's pretty easy. Okay, we're only in tier 1, but it does give us some much needed Nihilus shards along with some other stuff. Obviously, guys, there'll be way more to talk about in the next episode. We'll probably be covering the actual teams we're building, because I've sat down this week, like I said, and I've really been contemplating what teams do I want to build, what do I want to have ready by the time I hit this GP and that GP, right? So as we progress, we kind of have everything sorted. Also, guys, I do actually have a spreadsheet running in the background, which I add to, and so you guys can see more detailed observations of the account. So if you'd like to have access to that, just let me know and I'll send a link through the comments. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. These do take a while to make. I know it may not seem like it, guys, because it's just sped up footage, but just playing the game, recording everything, filtering through everything, I do have to edit some stuff out, for example, because I record on my phone. Someone will phone call me and then it will show up, so I've got to like change all of this. It does take a while to go through everything, edit it all, make it all nice. But you guys seem to enjoy the series. I'm enjoying playing the account. My name is Glurmit, and as always, guys, have a glurming day.